What do you do when someone accuses you of a crime you didn't commit? Fight back, obviously, but what if that crime was a little more fantastical, something like witchcraft? Welcome to my channel. Today we are exploring cursed accusations. In 1692, a group of young girls in Salem, Massachusetts began exhibiting strange behaviors, crying out in pain and contorting their bodies into unnatural positions. To the untrained eye, it might have looked like a seizure, but to the puritanical minds of 17th century New England, it was clear evidence of witchcraft. And so the hunt began. Fueled by religious fanaticism, mass hysteria, and a deep-seated fear of the devil, the community of Salem turned on its own, accusing and ultimately executing 20 innocent people on charges of witchcraft. In reality, there was no curse, only a series of unfortunate events and a community desperate for an explanation. The Salem witch trials were a dark chapter in American history, a time when fear and superstition took hold of a community and caused them to turn on one another. It was a time when the accused had no recourse, no way to defend themselves against the charges levied against them. For many, it was a death sentence. So, what exactly happened in Salem? And how did so many innocent people find themselves accused of such a heinous crime? The answer, sadly, is complex and at times disturbing. The Salem witch trials were a product of their time, a time when religion played a central role in everyday life. The Puritans who settled in New England were deeply concerned with the threat of Satan and his followers. They believed that the devil could possess people and use them to do his bidding. And so they lived in a constant state of fear, always on the lookout for signs of witchcraft. When the first accusations of witchcraft began to surface in Salem, the community was quick to believe them. The accusers, mostly young women, were respected members of the community, and their claims of being persecuted by witches were taken as gospel. But what really happened in Salem was not a case of witchcraft, but rather a series of unfortunate events. The girls who were accused of being witches were suffering from a variety of psychological and physical ailments. Their fits and convulsions were not the result of demonic possession, but of a disease known as dancing mania. This disease, which is characterized by uncontrollable dancing and other bizarre behaviors, was common in the 17th century and often went undiagnosed or mistreated. As the accusations of witchcraft grew, so did the paranoia in Salem. People became convinced that their neighbors were conspiring to harm them with their witchcraft. Accusations flew back and forth, and soon the entire community was divided. In the end, 20 people were executed on charges of witchcraft. But as time went on, it became clear that they were innocent victims of a mass hysteria. The true story of Salem is a cautionary tale, a reminder of the dangers of religious fanaticism and the importance of due process. It's a story that continues to fascinate and terrify us to this day. So, what would you do if you were accused of a crime you didn't commit? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more historical tales. Thanks for watching.